Hello YouTube and welcome to another video, and today we're looking at the Polish Infantry box set manufactured by Warlord Games as part of their bolt action range, but I bought these from Element Games for a small discount. In this box you get 24 finely detailed 28mm metal miniatures. So here are the miniatures in front of me. The box itself has got a nice piece of Osprey style art on the front. You can see there's an officer and a rifleman, and there's an attack there. With a bit of painting detail should you need it. And then here on the back we've got a very sparse looking painted example. I've never bought anything from the bolt action range before, so I don't know how this compares to the rest of their stuff, but certainly this shows you, 7 figures, and the prone figure doesn't come in the box, just as an aside. I was looking forward to getting that bar gunner, but sadly he doesn't come with a kit. So anyway, this box claims that you get a 5-man command squad, an officer, NCO, 2 riflemen and a soldier with a WZ-35 anti-tank rifle, and a 3-section squad of a sergeant, 3 corporals, 14 riflemen and 1 soldier with a Browning automatic rifle. Right, first of all, nonsense. I think Warlord doesn't, I don't know if bolt action pays much attention to the actual organisation of units and if it's scaled 1-to-1. Probably not, so I can't comment on that front. But all I'm going to tell you right now is this is not the section. Even one section. So what we've got here, and what I'll do is to save the embarrassment of pointing with my hand, I'll use a paintbrush instead. So what we've got is 2 rows of standard riflemen, and you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 regular riflemen there. And then in the front here we've got an officer, a medic, a field photographer. He looks like he's got a video camera because we'll see him close up in a minute and you'll see why. An anti-tank rifleman, which is he's wielding a WZ-35 anti-tank rifle. Then this is one of the figures I suspect might be an NCO because of his pose. Another NCO type figure, in other words a rifleman with a czapka or a Polish style cap on. And then a chap pointing who could either be a sierżant, which is a sergeant, or possibly a plutonowy, which is a corporal in the Polish army. The rank isn't exactly a corporal; it's something between a sort of corporal and a sergeant. And then here is a BAR gunner. The Polish manufactured their own BAR, much like the American one, the WZ-28, under license before the war. And this is that gun, so it's basically a BAR, Browning automatic rifle. So, Polish organisation is based on a platoon command made up of a podporucznik, or porucznik, which is the equivalent to sort of a second lieutenant, maybe a captain in some instances. Then you've got a sierżant or a sergeant, which is going to be this figure, I suspect. We'll see. As I get more miniatures, these guys might get promoted or demoted, obviously. But here's a rather sergeanty looking chap pushing people forward. And then 18 riflemen for a section. Alright, so 18 riflemen for a section. I've got 16 riflemen here. Let's be generous and push these guys back into the section. One of them needs to be a plutonowy, so in other words to lead them, so we'll say this guy is leading them, and one of the 18 soldiers is wielding a BAR, and we'll put him in there. So that means we've got these 3 spare at the minute, and we've got our section there of 18 regular blokes, 18 riflemen, one of whom is wielding a Browning automatic rifle, led by a plutonowy, or a sort of corporal, let's say that. Okay, so and then that is one section, one rifle section. Okay, 4 of them, the 4 on the right here, they represent the BAR team, so they function as a separate unit within the fire team within the section. There are 3 sections, up to 3 sections in a Polish platoon, so they are quite hefty in terms of numbers. They're pretty large. So unless my math is incorrect, it's about 54 men, just men, in a section. That doesn't include, in a platoon. That doesn't include the support weapons. So we've got the 4-man BAR team to provide some fire support, and then the NCO in charge of things overall, the plutonowy, and then we've got a section of a fire team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 riflemen as the rifle team as part of the section. So what I'll do most likely is one of these chaps will be a lance corporal. A lance corporal will be there. We'll have the plutonowy here, who's like a corporal in charge of his section. So that's one section sorted for our campaign so far. Excellent stuff. We've had to do some rejigging around to make this happen, because I don't think that the bolt action rules necessarily follow the correct formula for a 1939 Polish platoon. That said, Polish troops were never fully mobilized, so the chances of everything being relatively under strength are there. But for now, we're going to do a paper platoon first, as the basis for our platoon going into the 1939 campaign. So we'll have the podporucznik, who is the lieutenant. He's a senior leader in charge, and another senior leader, the sierżant or the sergeant, who is going to be echeloning support sections through and that sort of stuff. Right. The other elements of the organisation is that I need a anti-tank rifle team, which consists of this guy and ideally a second chap to act as an ammunition bearer / loader, and then I also need a 46mm WZ-36 mortar. Now that's something I'll pick up from Warlord as and when I go forward with the project. Which means I've got 2 spare figures left. I've got this guy, who is a he seems. Hang on, let me. Oh damn it! He's just popped off his base. Let me just zoom in on him, and I'll give you a sense of what's going on here. He is got a camera. It looks like a video camera to me because he's got headphones on, which I imagine is him listening to the soundtrack of said video. So I don't know what I'll do with him. He might just be part of a vignette or something like that. I know Bolt Action has got rules for like war reporters and that sort of stuff. Quite fanciful, and not really my style. And then there's a medic who will be useful for chain of command, because you can actually buy a medic as a list 1 support option. So he's quite cool. He might just be alongside the medic. Might just be either as a loose figure, or I can always put him alongside my leaders just as a piece of eye candy. So there we have it. This is the contents of the box. I've done the cleanup on them. They were relatively flash free. I'm quite happy with the sculpts. I think they're quite nice. They don't use the separate head mod system, the figurehead system, which is apparently one of Bolt Action's big things. The sculpting style tends to be less cartoony and more realistic. I suspect these have been sculpted by Paul Hicks, and that's a style I very much like. So this is all from Warlord for now. I'll get started on painting these. What I might do is run a small live session painting tutorial as to how I do them, and as I'm painting them we'll have a bit of a chat about the Polish army in general. That'll be recorded, and then hopefully I'll be able to push that out as a video for those who would be interested. If you're not interested, do let me know. If you are interested, let me know as well. Just be nice to know what people want, or if there's any interest at all. Beyond that, like I say, I'll get cracking on base coating these. I'm still waiting for some Black Tree Design poles to arrive. They'll add as a nice supplement to everything that I've got here. And we'll try and build this platoon up. It's going to be very hefty, as I mentioned. It's going to be 54 chaps on the ground, not including the NCOs or the support weapons. So we're looking at a relatively hefty investment in terms of time of painting. So I'll probably end up buying my way through most of Warlord's range. They do have the most extensive Polish range available, and as we go along, we will be I'll be updating you with painting tips and little information pieces as well as I do the models. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the live paint thing yet. Again, it's more about interest. The mechanics of it are quite I'm not 100% sure on either, because I'm not sure if I have the means of doing it. Ooh, and what's this at the back? Is that a BEF rifleman from 1914? Oh yes, it is. There we go. So anyway, like I say, chuffed with the box set so far, and I'll keep you posted as the project continues. That's all for now, and have a good weekend, guys, and stay safe. That's all. Bye.